Hello and thanks for joining us for our first bulletin of the day. My name is Beatrice Bompardo. Now let's look at the headlines making stories across the globe. President Mahama identifies economic emancipation as Africa's next major battle. Ghana's Scholarships Authority begins 2026-2027 local tertiary scholarship interviews nationwide. These stories and more we have coming up shortly. Now to the details of our story. On our first story, President John Dramani Mahama has described economic emancipation as the next major challenge facing Africa, calling on African leaders to strengthen cooperation to achieve sustainable development. Speaking at the special high-level repatriation dialogue at the University of the West Indies in Jamaica, President Mahama said while Africa's political independence had been achieved, the focus must now shift towards building strong and resilient economies that improve the lives of citizens. He said the ideas and contributions of Pan-African leaders plays a vital role in inspiring independence movements across Africa and securing the continent's liberation. President Mahama also stressed the need for Ghana, Jamaica and other African countries to deepen cooperation and leverage their shared stories and histories to drive economic transformation and create opportunities for their people. Away from the story, the Ghana Scholarships Authority has commenced interviews for applicants under the 2026-2027 academic year local tertiary scholarship scheme. The authority says the interview exercise is being conducted across designated local assemblies nationwide and will continue until Monday, August 18, 2026. Applicants have been urged to check their application portals for updates and reports to their assigned venues on the scheduled date and times with their required documents for verification and assessment. Now, the authority has also cautioned the public against individuals demanding fees in connection with the scholarship process, advising applicants to report such activities for immediate action. Away from that, the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, has announced a power outage affecting several communities in Tema due to a fault on its electricity distribution network. The affected areas include Q Farms, Jordan City, Santo, and Tiaraba, Agbeshilai, and nearby communities where residents and businesses are currently without power. ECG says engineers are on the ground working to fix the fault and restore electricity supply as quickly as possible. The company has also apologized for the inconvenience and appealed to consumers in the affected areas to remain vigilant, patient, while repair works continue. On our final story, the Kotobabi Circuit Court has granted bail of 30,000 Ghana cedis each to Isaka Yahaya, popularly known as Nsempfie TV, and Godfred Ansu Damwa, who are standing trial for allegedly conspiring to publish false news about the president. The prosecution alleges that the two reposted a resurfaced video on social media in which President Mahama and the National Security Coordinator were heard discussing 150 million Ghana cedis. The court granted each accused bail in the sum of 30,000 Ghana cedis with two sureties, one of whom must be a public servant earning not less than 5,000 Ghana cedis per month. And that's it for our news updates. My name is Beatrice Bompardo. Have a nice day.